As a child, we all have that one freeze frame moment, that one memory that's so magical, so unforgettable, it feels like it's etched forever in the very fabric of who we are. It could be hitting your first home run, hearing the excited yaps of your first puppy, or like in my case, experiencing a first that simply takes your breath away. Mine was the day I first stepped into a zoo and laid my eyes on elephants. I'll never forget rounding the corner of the elephant enclosure at Taronga Zoo and seeing an elephant for the first time in real life. This massive, majestic animal was standing there in front of me, picking up water with his trunk and spraying it into the air. It was a moment I will never forget. Fast forward 27 years, and that fascination of elephants hasn't changed. And there's one species in particular that always piques my interest, and they're rare. They're so rare, in fact, that there's less than 1,500 left on the planet and can only be found in one place, and that's the Borneo Pygmy Elephant. We're heading to Borneo, and I've got one mission: to show my boys these beautiful, majestic creatures and create a memory as a family together that they will never forget. Ahead of us, an epic 4-day journey right into Borneo's heart. It's all or nothing, with plenty of surprises along the way. So buckle up and welcome to our unforgettable family adventure. So you excited for this trip?
Yes, I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised at how good it actually is. If I had to organise it myself, that would be way too much. So yes, a tour guide is definitely essential.
Look who it is! Florian, hello!
Hi, good morning guys!
Good morning! Okay, all loaded up.
Alright!
And away we go!
Oh, sorry guys, because of the size of the car.
Oh no, that's all right. It's all good. We're on our way off to the jungle.
We got out to stretch our legs and we got a view of Mount Kinabalu.
Yep.
and it was just breathtaking.
Okay, so we're at the first actual stop of our awesome adventure, Kota Kinabalu Mountain. It's 4,000 meters tall, the tallest mountain in Malaysia. We're not climbing it today. We're just going to have a walk around. We're here for half an hour, so we're going to stretch our legs for now, have a look around, maybe go peek at the markets, and then we'll jump back in the car and head towards the tea.
I
Don't know. We're on an adventure, so who knows where we're off to next. Wow guys, so we have cicadas back in Australia, but look at the size of those ones. That'd be the size of a hand.
Dad,
yes.
no, Ted's a ferret badger.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't he?
Ferret badger.
Very informative.
Our next stop was the actual park itself.
The actual botanical gardens that are at the base.
I'm not really a big plant person, but...
so many forms of orchids.
Yes.
Orchids of all things. Like orchids in Australia are so hard to grow and so hard to see out in the wild. You find these teeny tiny little ones and they're not where they're supposed to be, whereas here they were just
they're grown
in
natively,
abundance.
right?
They were in abundance.
Most of the orchid over here is wild, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's no season.
Hard to grow orchids where we are.
Oh yeah? Because of the temperature?
Yeah,
temperature.
we're not tropical enough.
Pauline's mum loves orchids.
Yeah.
Ah.
The man plant, Chlorianthus erectus. Maybe I need a bit of Chlorianthus erectus. Pauline, what do you reckon?
No.
That was really good. Do you enjoy that, Polly?
I love seeing all those orchids, they're all so pretty.
You can't see them anywhere else just grown like that.
And just seeing the forest, like everything grows on everything. So there's just like a tree with moss, with a vine, with a fern, with it, and everything just supports each other.
All right, let's go get something to eat. Yum, yum. I'm hungry. And you got blue in your teeth. Lorian assures us it's the best food on the mountain. Don't you, Lorian?
Yes, this is one of the good place.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Who's hungry?
That was so yummy. It was so good. I'm so full now. The hot springs were a little bit different, weren't they? Because we kind of walked in there thinking that it's just going to be this like big pond of water or big body of water as a hot spring. You know, you see it in all the movies and videos and stuff, and they're just, no, not this one. Yeah.
What does it smell like, Liam?
Salt.
Salt? I think it smells like farts. Riley, did you fart?
It smells like eggs.
It smells like rotten eggs. We're not going to go on it today because it's really hot. Can't see it being very pleasurable going into hot water.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
Oh,
What?
And now we're about to go on the canopy walk, and the canopy walk's up a bunch of stairs. Let's roll. So initial first impressions of this canopy walk, there's a lot of steps. So if you're not fit like I am, you're gonna struggle, but I like to think we're almost there. We don't really know, to be honest, so we're just gonna keep going up the stairs until we get to it. But if we're going this high up,
Yeah.
the view should be pretty good, right? We'll find it, we'll see. This view better be worth it. I have a feeling it's gonna be. Wow, look at that tree.
It's 550 marks.
Oh wow, boys, look. Can we just appreciate how big this freaking bamboo is? Look at this. This is the bamboo. It's the size of my head and it goes all the way. Absolutely incredible. It's a width of Liam's head.
We recently made it to the top. I thought the 350 meter mark was the end. Nope.
This is wobbly. I'm trying to do this one-handed while holding the GoPro. And Jimmy's just come up behind me. How you going back there, Jimmy? We are definitely in the canopy now, and that was so wobbly. That was insane. Check out this view behind me. Whoa. Here's Jimmy. If you can see him.
Oh my god, I don't want to look at it.
Treetop now. Whoa, that is a long way down. I found some monkeys in the jungle. It's a monkey.
Ah!
And it's another monkey.
Monkey!
That was unreal. That was unreal.
Liam just thought it was a bunch of stairs.
That was well worth the 500 meters of stairs. Pauline, the only negative of this
Negative?
is that we have to go back down the stairs.
Well-
They need to have a canopy slide that just slides you all the way down to the bottom. That would be cool. Well done, guys. High five. High fives. High fives. High fives. Now, we're not actually staying at the longhouses, we're staying in the cottages, but you know, Pauline and I are the adventurous, more nosy than adventurous. We're just nosy. We're gonna go have a look and see.
We're just gonna have a walk along.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a walk along and have a boat peep and see what these longhouses actually look like. Maybe we'll find Lorian in our travels.
Maybe.
Accommodation. We found you. So this is your accommodation?
Yes.
Can we have a look?
We have a 3-bed. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but no air conditions, only fan.
Oh wow. Wow, very, very traditional.
Oh yeah.
Very long day.
Very long day.
Very long days.
But it was good, so we can't complain.
Lorian, again, so glad he's our guide for this trip. Was it worth it? That canopy walk
Oh,
was
it
the
was just
highlight.
gorgeous.
One of the highlights of our trip, actually.
Like, it's a once in a lifetime thing to be doing, and cannot rate Lorian and Borneo Eco Tours any higher than what we can, because they go above and beyond to look after us today. Excited to see what the next few days, if this is day one and they've set the bar up here, like, these next few days are just going to be stunning. It was.
Day 2, 3, 4 and 5 are going to be even longer, so
Yeah.
we're mentally prepared for that, but it was well worth it. The real adventure begins tomorrow.
And we have just spoken to some tourists that have come in. They went into Dermakot and they have seen pygmy elephants. So like
Crossing our fingers we see them too. Yeah, we'll catch us all for day 2.
Catch us all on day 2. I've got a full-on feast going on here. Toast with butter and jam, a lovely cup of tea, and then we've got some fried eggs, some baked beans, sausages and fruit. What did you find?
A rhinoceros beetle.
A rhinoceros beetle.
I'm riding the rhinoceros beetle.
Rhinoceros beetle.
We headed over to the car and we headed off, and then it was time to hit the trail. Yeah, the trail to Dermakot is not
This
paved.
is what Lorien called the back massage.
The back massage. Right, the jungle journey's just begun. Who's ready for them 70-kilometre massage? Yeah, it's 70 kilometres of this. There's this awesome bridge that we're going to go and walk across. So we're just going to go have a look at this bridge. Looks pretty cool. I'm gonna lie, a little bit scared on this bridge. It's pretty rickety, but it's awesome. Two hours later, we got to the front of the reserve and we noticed this sign. So the first thing I noticed is like we went from like being in plantations to just jungle. And rainforest.
Yeah.
And then we got to the front of Dermakot to the sign and it said like be careful because there's wild boars and
there's all sorts of animals.
sun bears and
Yeah.
orangutans.
Yeah.
And then there was a picture of Michael Jackson. Which,
Just a silhouette.
just a silhouette of Michael Jackson. And I thought maybe it might have been just an accident or
like practical joke.
someone stuck it on there. But every sign in there has Michael Jackson on there and why Michael Jackson was on these signs. And to be aware of him,
Who knew?
you know, with the same as orangutans and leopards and stuff. We got to the research centre and the headquarters at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The accommodation is pretty good considering it's in the middle
You're
of nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere and we had a pretty comfy bed, no internet. We knew that, so we knew like 4 days without reception, we'd organised all of that stuff, but it was actually quite freeing. It was
Yep.
very freeing not having anyone that needed you,
Yep.
except for ourselves.
Okay, so we had a bit of a quick rest and we're about to head out on the first night tour. So these animals are wild, right? So, you know, they don't come out for us, we come out for them. So
Yep.
the next few days are going to be pretty long.
Very long,
Very
but
long.
hopefully, cross our fingers, we will see some amazing animals.
So now we're just about to have some dinner. Let's see what's on the menu tonight.
Apple.
Apple.
I think I have some lemon fish, got like a stir-fried veggie and another type of veggie and some apple.
So Riley, what are you most looking forward to seeing tonight? You ready?
Bats.
Bats. I think we'll see some bats. Liam, what are you looking forward to seeing, mate?
Rhinoceros hornbill.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool if we see one of them.
I do want to see more orangutans, but I don't know if they're out at night time. Any animal would be great, so
Yeah, not
we'll
picky,
just go with
not
that. I'm
picky.
not picky, any animal.
I just found out that there's clouded leopards up here. And I'd really be keen to see one of them. Hello. Where are you guys? We're ready to go. So, you excited?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You probably can't see us, but we're off.
We're in the dark.
We're in the dark. What do you reckon, boys? You excited?
Yeah.
Trekking through the jungle.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
So basically the way the tours are done at Dermakot is you sit in the back of a ute. So there was another pickup truck there with seats in the back of it and we just basically got on the back with lights and we just drove really slowly through the rainforest spotting animals.
Yeah.
So we've seen some civets and they're the ones that eat the poo and make the coffee. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
most
those
people know.
famous coffee beans, yeah.
So in some part in Asia, people cap them and they will feed them coffee beans.
Yes.
So they can consume it and then later the people will start to harvest their fishes.
Yes.
they fighting?
Wow, look at the eyes. Are they coming here?
They're like cats, they're fighting.
Yeah.
We got to see the leopard cat.
The leopard cat was awesome.
And he was just sitting on the grass in this clearing in the rain.
Okay, so we found a leopard cat. Look at him. He's just standing there.
Stay still, stay still. Stay still, stay still, stay still.
It
Just
was.
sitting there like a normal domestic
It looked
cat.
like a normal cat until it turned
Normal
sideways, and you seen all the leopard printing on the side of it.
And he just like do like back into the bush so he couldn't be seen. But he sat there for ages just looking at us.
Yep. Okay, so
It started raining.
it's a 10 events, 4 seasons in a day. It started raining, but that's all right. All part of the adventure and fun. Seen a couple of civet, the ute while it's raining, and then hopefully the rain stops and we'll get back out. But yeah, it's been fun. Have you always had fun so far?
Yeah.
You. Day 2 done and dusted. So we're here at Dermakot. It started raining. It started raining a lot. Tomorrow, hopefully, we're going to see a few orangutans and gibbons because they'll be in the morning. That's when they're going to be
I
out.
reckon there's fruit in the trees as well, so hopefully they're out and about trying to scavenge for food.
Kids had a great time too.
Yeah, great view as well. Like
Yeah.
out into the jungle, we can hear cicadas like all day long.
Right, so we're off to bed and ready for day 3.
Yeah, early start.
Early start.
And the fun thing was if we did find something and we knew its name, we'd come back to the research centre and they had all the books, nature books in there, and you could actually search up the animals. So the kids were really
They
entertained.
were really into that.
Habitat, food, like are they nocturnal, you know, how many of them are there still, you know, all that kind of stuff. They just wanted to be immersed in the information.
This is where Kurt and Lauren really came into their own, our guides.
Yeah.
They knew every animal.
Every
they knew
single
every
animal.
single animal, what they did, where they slept, the way they worked. What are we on the lookout for this afternoon?
Wild man of Borneo.
Wild man of Borneo. We found him, he's in the car.
Orangutans.
Okay, they're getting fruit for the afternoon.
Hopefully, yeah, they'll come out and then look for fruit and look for a place to sleep.
Oh, cool.
Make a nest, who knows then.
Oh, cool.
Going that way, so
Let's have a look.
We're out and about again. We're already got our hats on today and sunnies because
Afternoon trek.
it's a little bit warm and it is the afternoon, so
Ready to see some animals?
Yeah.
but yes, plenty of birds.
Show me the face you're going to make if we see an orangutan. Hey, Liam and Riley, give us a tour of the back.
Well, you've got this place to stand and shine the light up,
Yep.
and then you sit down.
Excellent. That's all we need, isn't it? That day also was special too because we actually got to go on a little bit of a jungle trek as well. Oh, it's a big slater.
What's a slicer? Oh, like what we following.
So on our packing list to go there, it said leech socks advisable. And I was like, Jimmy, what are leech socks?
So guys, this is why we're all wearing leech socks. You see the leech socks because of these little buggers here. That is a leech. And they live on the ground in like shrubs and leaves and stuff. And what they do is they attach themselves to you. See how he's like looking around? See, he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, person.
Hello.
Definitely needed those leech socks and the bug repellent because we walked past a bush and I said, "Is that a leech?" And it's there on its leaf, like trying to get to me. And then all of a sudden, from that point, there
was leeches everywhere.
Just saw leeches everywhere.
There was one tree that had probably 100 leeches on it, just sucking the sap off it.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, they must have smelled us coming because they all dropped out of the tree and onto the ground.
It's like one of those worst nightmare situations that they all just like imagine blocking them with something.
So they're carrying like little bits of food and stuff as well?
Mum, what do you think about the jungle?
Oh, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yep.
We got to see lots of fruit on the trees.
Yep.
And we got to see all the leeches and the mushrooms.
Yep.
What else did we see? Caterpillar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the little ones that were carrying something down?
Were they? I only saw the big squirrels.
Oh yeah,
termites.
termites.
Oh, the termites. Yes, there was a big long line of termites, wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it there? Did you see? Do you see it? You see him, Riley? Liam, come over here, mate. Oh. Just here, just there. See him? Yeah, see him? He's actually eating fruit.
We can let go.
But he's fine.
Alive.
Right, so here's the challenge, guys. Let me know if you can see the orangutan nest. If you can, leave it in the comments and we'll pin it the first time to point it out. We've made our first stop. We're having a bit of a break. Gonna wait for it to get a little bit darker and then we're gonna head back. Having a break. Liam's got his chocolate milk. Mum's got a biscuit. Riley's got some biscuits. Yeah, we're gonna hang out here for a bit and then head out. And just like that, it's raining. Literally 4 seasons in a day.
Borneo Pygmy Elephants, or Elephas maximus borneensis, is the world's smallest known subspecies of elephants. The elephants usually travel in small, female-led groups of around 8 individuals, which periodically merge with larger groups in the more open feeding grounds, particularly on riverbanks. Males become solitary for much of the time after sexual maturity, but they may travel in groups of 2 or 3 and follow the female-led herds from time to time for mating.
So we were starting to get excited. We hadn't seen an elephant up until this point, which is a little bit disappointing, but we also mentally prepared that we may not see one as well, and I mentally prepared the boys. And we only had 1 day left, and we really had to have one more opportunity to see the elephants, and that day was the day that we were going to go down. So how's it waking up at 4:30 in the morning?
Tired.
Excited to go though?
Yeah.
Are you Riley, excited?
Yeah.
You awake?
Yeah.
You're not dreaming? Alright.
Elephant poop just back there, so when it's strong like that, it means that they've been around probably early this morning. So
Just keep on the trail.
there we go. Right, good morning everyone and welcome to your tour of Dermakot Jungle. We are here trying to spot any mammals or animals or insects or bugs.
We start, which is a little bit disappointing, but we also mentally
it is.
prepared that we may not see one as well, and I mentally prepared the boys creeping down the road. Okay, so that branch may not look like much, but it's the sign. It's a sign that we could be getting close to these elephants. Between the smell of the elephant dung and just seeing random branches that have like collapsed, the elephants brushed up against them. It's a really good sign. We could be getting close. So we're gonna keep going down this road and we're gonna see if we can't spot these pygmy elephants. So Let's go. Okay, everyone's starting to get excited now. We've seen started seeing the poo. We could find them. We could find them. This could be it. We could have, after several days of looking, we could have been on the trail for pygmy elephants. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're out. They could have just used this track. It's a good sign. So let's keep looking. Hopefully, we find them today. Okay guys, who's getting excited? We've seen a lot of elephant dung. We smell them. We've seen branches broken everywhere. This could be it. Kurt, who was one of our guys, said, oh, they're probably going back into the jungle. We may not see them. And then all of a sudden we drove and we just inched around the corner.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, hey, Mum. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh.
Oh my god! Run away more!
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
They were just dotted everywhere, just all over the road. I didn't realise how tiny they were. Like, we had talked about how small they were, but you don't realise how small they are until you're right behind them looking at them.
It was a magical moment. Like, it's hard to explain how rewarding it was to see something that we've been looking for almost a week.
4 days, yeah.
Yep.
4 days of looking for these animals, and all of a sudden you round the corner and there they are.
Are you enjoying this trip, mate?
Yeah,
How much?
so much.
How much you think? I could tell that the boys, something happened to the boys in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, they
were just in awe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they even knew what to say because they'd seen these elephants, and we'd explained to them how rare it was to see them.
So Borneo is the only place on the planet you can see these elephants. And it's not like the African savannah where they're big so you can kind of see them on the plains. These elephants live in the jungle. So these happen to be walking along the road when we came past, which is incredible luck. Oh. How cool is that, boys? Wow, so that's pretty rare to see them. Look at the little baby one, boys. That's unreal. Man, they're so little. Can you see them right? I was looking at us. I know, how awesome was that, boys? That woke everyone up.
That was just unreal, wasn't it? That was just something else. That was something you go your whole lifetime without seeing.
And where they were going, the path was so small.
I know, you couldn't even tell that the elephants had gone through.
You wouldn't have picked an elephant walk through that.
You wouldn't have picked that elephant walk through that path then. Not at all. And then you spotted what?
A rhinoceros hornbill.
They're very rare too.
And 2 other hornbills to me. Yeah. Yeah.
We are seeing animals that A, very few people have actually seen, and B, that may not exist when the boys are adults.
That's exactly
And we were giving them an opportunity by traveling and by doing these adventures to see something that they may not be able to see in their lifetime if they don't see it now.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking that at the whole time. Obviously I was trying to get a bit of footage as well, but my hand was shaking.
We were all so excited.
And Kurt kept reiterating that we were incredibly lucky to see them, because they very rarely do you actually get to see them.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying, a lot of times you can hear them. They'll be in the jungle and they'll just honk their snout, they'll just trumpet.
I saw a pygmy elephant.
Not one, but several.
10.
Yeah. Was that cool?
Yeah.
Follow your trip so far? They're so small. What about the elephants? Was that cool? They're so close to them.
I know.
Because there's only 1,500 in the whole planet, and you've seen 10 of them.
Yeah.
So you've seen almost 1% of the whole population. I must admit, that was pretty exciting. It's not like the savannah where it's really flat and you can see them from miles away. You just got to catch them when they go into the clearings, and we happen to catch it. So unreal, absolutely unreal. So we watched them for 10-15 minutes just go about their things, and then they just took off into the jungle through this smallest gap.
Tiny hole.
It looked like what a deer would make.
You wouldn't even know that an elephant had gone in there either.
20 elephants
20 elephants.
gone in there. And it really was life-changing, not only just seeing the elephants for the first time and getting the boys having that same experience that I had when I was a kid going to Taronga Zoo and seeing the elephants at Taronga Zoo for the very first time. They got that same experience that they talk about still today, but also spending a week together as a family without technology and without phones. It was, and without reception, was really quite, we had to spend time together as a family, and there was no hiding behind anything. It was like we were all stressed, we were all tired, but we were doing something together as a family, and we experienced something that very few people, let alone families, get to experience together. And we got to share a moment together that no one's going to be able to take from us.
No, I can still picture, when I close my eyes, I can still picture those elephants.
It was unreal.
I'm sure the kids can as well, and you can, because it was just the most magical experience we've ever seen.
Yeah. One of the reasons that we did this is we wanted to show people that kids are a lot more resilient than you give them credit for, and can do amazing things. Like if you let them actually just give a bit of leeway to be themselves. It really surprised me how resilient Liam and Riley were.
It was not easy waking them up, but once they were up, they were raring.
And they didn't complain, they didn't get upset, they just got up and they were like, oh yes, we're going to go see some animals.
Yep.
They were just looking at it, they were just in the experience for what it was, which was seeing some animals. And we can learn a lot from kids in that aspect. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, like I said, make sure to subscribe because the next video coming up is going to be us seeing the seeing the last two of the seeing the last two of the Borneo Big Five. So if you figured out what the three are that we already have seen, we want you to comment about the last two that we just let everyone know what they're in for.
Everyone know what they're in for. So
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Pauline.
And we'll catch us all
on the horizon.
Butter.